Okay, this is the debate. How come you never hear about a psychic winning the lotto? Hello YouTube friends and welcome back to my little channel. So I just filmed the 10-minute makeup look which went exactly like this in 6 minutes. As if. So it was an absolute catastrophe, absolute disgrace, couldn't have went worse. Check it out. But today we are doing, right now we are doing a quick fire round of 10 questions and 1 debate. So the first question, since it is quite literally the elephant in the room, we are going to get it out of the way. So the question is, you've been given an elephant, you can't get rid of it, what would you do with it? Okay. First of all, whoever's thought process is let's get someone an elephant for their birthday, I just want to talk. Because why? What? Like, could you imagine if it was your birthday and someone was like, oh my god, Joe, I got you a surprise, and you're like, oh, Joe, buzzing, like, what is it? And you walk out to the backyard and just see Dumbo sitting in the grass. Okay. So what would I do with it? I think the first thing anyways, I'd definitely get a pic for Insta, 100%. A second thing, I might see if like the elephant was up for a bit of TikTok, you know, a bit of renegade, something like that, you never know. And in terms of like a long-term plan with the elephant, I think I might try like pass it off as a horse, fair day, see if I could sell it. They said I couldn't get rid of it, they never said I couldn't sell it. 2, name a movie that had you on the edge of your seat? The Titanic. Okay, well, no, we all knew what was gonna happen there. Okay, 47 meters down. I don't know if anyone's seen that. I just think any kind of a thriller, I'm just like, oh, you know, what's gonna happen? 47 meters down, I just think, because they were in the ocean and then it was like the sharks were, I just didn't know when the shark was gonna come. And do you know the part when they were like going up to get the light or something? Or I don't know what they were gonna get, I can't actually remember. But anyway, yeah, I was absolutely dying. Okay, 3, if you could be a member of any TV sitcom, which would be? Okay, Gossip Girl #1 anyway, definitely. I mean, the clothes, the cast, the places they get to go, the venues, the life they live. No, like, give it to me, please. Like, I have to have, like, unbelievable. Like, doesn't get better. Yeah, and I mean, working with Chuck Bass and Chase Crawford. No, that's my answer. I also think though, Friends would probably be a funny set to work on. I just think that it would be really, really funny. And it was really long standing as well. Okay, 4, if you could close one fast food chain, what would it be? That's a hard one. Probably 4-star, just because I'm a Domino's kind of gal. I never really get 4-star. I don't really like 4-star. I would get Domino's or Apache or something if I was getting pizza. So yeah, that's my answer. I'm trying to get to these quickly because obviously it's quick fire round. If you could disinvent one thing, what would it be? Definitely the fear after night out. Can't hack it, shouldn't be a thing. Just, no, that's my answer for that. So number 6 is best on-screen bromance. Okay, I think definitely Harvey and Mike in Suits. I think that's just actual best friend goals. I do also think that Lincoln and Michael in Prison Break were good, but I think I would vote for Mike and Harvey on this one. Say 7, favourite place you've been? I loved Marbella when I was there. And then like cities are kind of cities really. Like I know they're not, they're more than, I liked Edinburgh too when I was there. Yeah. Okay, say 8, sorry, I can't even read the numbers. Okay, so best male celebrity. You see, my problem is, right, I'm obsessed with, like, I'll watch a movie and I'll be like, oh my god, he's my new favourite thing. Honestly, obsessed with him, gonna marry him. And then I watch the next movie and I'm like, no lads, I mean it, husband, he's mine. Best female celebrity, I'm gonna vote for, how did I forget this? Jackson Avery in Grey's Anatomy. Obviously, like, I'm actually getting teary-eyed thinking about it. Like, he is, no, I'm actually, no, like, my eyes are actually watering. Like, no. Obviously, Jackson Avery. I actually have a mug of that. I'm going to bring up the mug at the end and I'm going to put it in. I'm just going to clip it in, yeah. My friend, Brona, got me a mug for my birthday and she, like, cropped my head on his. And like as if we were a couple, and it was so funny because my nan didn't know that like he was famous because she doesn't watch Grey's, and then she was like, who's the boy on the mug, you know, thinking he was my boyfriend. I was like, I wish, nan. Oh, anyway, Then best female celeb. Definitely would have to say J-Lo. She's actually God's gift to this world. Like, how, I know she's, like, people are like, oh, she's had so much work done. Please leave. We're no longer friends. Like, yes, she has a lot of work done, but I mean, if I was her age and looked like that, if I looked like that now, honestly, like, there's no room for slating J-Lo in life. If you're slating J-Lo, there's something wrong. I also think though Jennifer Lawrence is a bit of me. Like, she's just so, like, you know, she's just so down to earth and stuff, and like, she's so funny, and like, every time she gets an award, she literally seems to like trip and fall, and I'm like, that would be me. Actually, funny story, this isn't really part of the quickfire round, but look, I'm telling the story. So in primary school, we used to go to like the library, you know, like as you do, like maybe once a week or whatever, you'd walk down, and I was walking with one of the girls, and we saw someone behind us that we knew, it was like a neighbour or something, I can't remember now who it was. That was grand. So she was like, oh, look who it is, Shauna, and I was like, oh Jesus, who is it? Like, Joe, looking back trying to see, but like everyone kept walking, like I kept walking while I was turned around like this. So we passed a pharmacy, right, and they had, do you know those big thick signs? They're like made out of like, they're the really heavy ones, they're like billboard, not the billboard signs, but you know the ones you can kind of push them back and forth. You know the ones, and they're like the ones they stand up. Worst description ever. Like the ones you'd see outside shops, like telling you to come in or whatever. But anyways, like the plastic. Okay, look, we get it. It was a sign. Yeah, I was like looking back, like seeing who was behind us, and I was literally there walking, and I was like, Joe, waving as if I was one of the royals, you know, walking on like, oh, hi. What did I do when he walked? Straight into the sign, fell over the sign, right? Up on top of the sign, down the street, on the sign. Like, how does that happen? And I wouldn't even mind, like, but we went at such a busy time, so like the whole town was mobbed, and I was in 5th class, right, and then the 6th class came with us, so it was 5th and 6th. Now you can imagine the mocking I got for this, like me literally like a flat donkey sprawled out in the street up on top of the sign. Anyone that was in my primary school that's watching this will still remember it, because honestly, yeah, so that's kind of how, yeah, so Jennifer Lawrence is my spirit animal, okay? Next one, I think this is actually the last one, and then we're having our debate. So, you can have one takeaway for the rest of your life. What one's it going to be? That is literally the easiest question I think I've ever heard in my life. Chinese. All day, every day. I can tell you right now, I'm getting a vegetable satay with no onions, extra broccoli, salt and chili chips, and rice. Literally the best thing. Like, myself and my friend Grace, every time we went to the Chinese, like most people, I'd go in and you'd be like, oh, do you know, I'm here to collect my order, I ordered such and such thing, la 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 la. That doesn't happen to us. We walk in and it's like, oh, hi, and they're like, oh, there you go. Like, they don't read through the order. Like, we know how much our order is. They know that, like, there's just, it's a bit embarrassing. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. I think it's a great thing because it's less delay for me inside the Chinese, but I mean, probably not a good thing. Last thing, this is the debate. How come you never hear about a psychic winning the lotto? I would like to discuss this because, like, I don't see, like, that is such a valid question. Like, you never hear about a psychic winning the lotto, but I'm kind of like, can they not predict numbers? Like, they can predict your life, but they can't predict the lotto numbers. Like, okay, but can they not look into their little crystal ball and see the lotto numbers and be really rich, no? Like, what's the actual point of being able to see the future if you can't see the lotto numbers? Okay, so make sure and hit me up with your views on the psychic sitch, because I really don't know how I feel about it. I got the questions online and I just came across that one and I thought it was kind of interesting. Yeah, so maybe try the quiz at home yourselves if you want the quick fire round, maybe on a bit of Zoom. I know me and my friends are the absolute worst. Every time we get on a call, we're like, oh yeah, Joe, let's start our quiz, and then it just never happens. We just end up like chatting absolute rubbish for like 3 hours. So you'd never know, give it a go. Rhyming. Sorry, okay, I'm gonna leave now, that was just too much. So thanks for watching this, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. What? Who does that? What? Sorry? Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye.